So you know what's going to be one of the biggest obstacles that's going to come to you when you are on a journey to achieve something? It's going to be you and your self-beliefs. A lot of times our limiting beliefs are one of the biggest obstacles that are stopping us from achieving what we want, and it happens with all of us. So keep watching this video where I tell you what limiting beliefs are and how you can stop them taking over your life. What are limiting beliefs? It is very important first to identify what limiting beliefs are before we start working on them. So these are usually the thoughts which are like, I cannot, I don't know how, I will, what if, and all of the thoughts, all the negative thoughts which are stopping you from doing what you want, what you aspire, or what you think you are capable of. These are all limiting beliefs. And let's discuss now, how do they play a role in stopping you from growing the best. Picture this: you're carrying this backpack filled with fear, negativity, self-doubt, and just what is going to happen. And this backpack is slowing you down as you try to take a leap forward in anything good in your life, whether it's taking a leap ahead in your career, or starting a new business, or maybe fostering new relationships. This heavy baggage of negative self-talk is what is stopping you from achieving your goals and your dreams. So it is so important that you recognize all the negative self-talk that you have been telling yourself for so long and throw that off. So now, how do we break free from limiting beliefs? Firstly, like anything, awareness is so important to understand what is it actually. So whenever you're having a negative self-talk, firstly try to identify that this is a negative self-talk and this is not the reality, this is not who you are. So whenever you're feeling a tinge of fear, self-doubt, or you're questioning yourself of how this is going, do not judge yourself. Just take a moment, understand that this is how my brain is telling me that I cannot achieve or do this certain thing, and this is the awareness where you understand that this is the limiting belief that I need to work upon. So firstly, just identify what it is and where is it coming from. Now that you've brought awareness to your negative self-talk, ask yourself, is this really true? You need to challenge and reframe whatever negative self-talk that is going upon. And most likely, in most situations, the negative self-talk that you're having is not true. It is just a feeling that is probably coming because you're scared of failure, you're scared of how it is going to look like to other people, you're probably comparing yourself to other people, or you're buying into the idea of what success should look like. And let me tell you, it is great to have goals, it is great to have ideals, but you should never compare your success with anyone else's, because everyone is on a different journey, and what you see is not actually what happens. It is just a fraction of it. So treat with awareness, and whenever you have a negative self-belief, just challenge and reframe. So now that you've challenged it, you've asked it, okay, is this true? And you've understood that maybe it is not true, it is not a fact. You reframe it. You tell yourself, even if I do not succeed in this, I will learn from my failure. I will fail better at this. Failing better at something means that you actually have gained so much in the process of just trying to make that thing happen. And let me tell you, more than success, what really plays a role is how you've grown walking that path towards success. Right, so now that you've identified what your negative self-beliefs are, you've challenged them and you've reframed it into a positive one, hopefully, which is a process. You take time. Now the last part would be to take action towards whatever positive self-belief that you have been telling yourself. So when a negative thought strikes upon, you want to counteract it with a positive one. So for example, when I tell myself, oh my god, I do not know how am I going to do YouTube, there are so many people, there's so much competition, my schedule is so hectic, will I be able to stay consistent on it? That is all negative self-talk. All of me, even despite me wanting to grow, is telling me how I cannot do it. And biologically, we are wired to keep ourselves safe. So this is also something that I've learned, that when we have negative self-talk, firstly we need to be really kind to ourselves, because this is just your brain's mechanism to secure yourself from any adversity. But what's the worst that could happen, right? So when you're trying to bring down actions, just write down, this is what I do, that you write down what is the worst thing that could happen, and trust me, even you would fail, you would make a fool out of yourself. People will laugh at me and they would probably label me as a failure, but Do I care? I do not. Like I just said, I have learned so many things just trying to build something, try to grow a YouTube channel, try to run a business. So I know that even if this thing does not really take off, I am completely okay, because I have learned discipline. I have learned showing up for myself, which is something I could never learn from a degree or from an expensive course or anything. This is just something that I can do for myself, and this only happened because despite my negative self-talk, I chose to work upon it. So your negative self-talk can exist at all moments. Despite that, you can continue to make growth. Despite that, you can continue to be better, and you can continue to work even if your brain tells you that you cannot and you will fail and you will make a fool out of yourself. Make a fool out of yourself. I would love to see all fools around me, and trust me, this is how people become successful, because every time somebody tells them that they cannot do it, or their own brain tells them that they cannot do it, they override that impulse and they do it either way. So now that you have done this mindset shift, I would like you to break down your goals into actionable steps, which is something I will be discussing more about in my upcoming videos of how you can do goal setting much better and make it much more practical and easier and in a very comprehensive manner. So summarizing what we have learned today, firstly, be kind to yourself when you are having a negative self-belief. This happens with the best of us. This is, even if somebody is down here and even if somebody is on the top, everyone has negative self-beliefs. The only difference between the people on the bottom and the people on the top is that the people on the top continue to do things despite the negative self-belief, which is what I know all of you are going to do, because you're all smart people that you've landed up to my channel and we are here to grow. So you have identified the self-belief, then you have reframed the self-belief, you've challenged the self-belief by telling yourself that it is just a thought, it is not a fact. And lastly, you've built actionable steps of how you can work towards a goal despite whatever self-belief that you might have. So this was it, and like I said, I will be going more in depth of how you can goal set better and how you can reframe your life to be your best self. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to have you more on the channel, and please comment and share if this was of value, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.